All right. Welcome everybody. Greetings and welcome into Tales of Winternacht, Chapter 20 of Book 4 of the Tale of Cybil's Spear, our actual play D&D 5e campaign. I'm Silver. I'll be your storyteller this evening, and with me are our players, Dustin, AJ, Saga, Conrad, and Ernie. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I'd like to encourage you to check out our other material on our YouTube channel. Also like to direct you to our Discord server and Instagram. Join our communities and interact with us. Links to all can be found in the About section of the Twitch channel, somewhere thereabouts. Before we begin, I want to thank Smiteworks for Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice, Sirenscape for our amazing ambient sound effects and music, some of which you should be hearing now. If not, you'll be hearing soon. Discord for our voice and video, which I hope you're hearing and seeing at this point in time. If not, please let us know in the chat that everything is failing. Wizards of the Coast, thanks for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the game we play. Tales of Winternacht is not sponsored by, nor are we an official representative of any of these companies, and the views and statements made during our game do not in any way represent those of the companies. Ooh, tried to go for a speed trial there, but failed. We'll be continuing our giveaway again this week. We're looking to hit 125 followers. Upon reaching that point, we'll be giving away a lovely set of D&D dice, same rules as before. To enter the giveaway, redeem 100 channel points to activate the enter giveaway option. Then join our Discord. Everyone eligible can enter once per stream. Accumulate multiple entries. Until we reach 125 followers, at which time we'll choose one entry as a winner. If you're chosen as the winner of the giveaway, you'll be contacted on Discord to get your mailing address, hence why you have to join the Discord. With all of that out of the way, I will turn it over to, I believe Saga is going to give our lovely recap. And thanks, Jib Jam, for joining the giveaway.
Yes. Last time when we were in the tavern, which was so long ago, it was the Halloween stream, so it's been a hot minute. But the party had been in the tavern, as we always are. And we were stuck on where to go with our next key, and so we ended up choosing the Graveheart Key. As we journey forth into it, let me go to my notes. And we get Gilgamesh back as he had finished measuring random people's heads. We go through the Graveheart Key, and there's just this field of graves, just this foggy environment that smells of ash and decay. And as we move through the graveyard, we see graves that briefly will have the names of those we care about, whether they are the dead that we have cared about. And each one is written in our own handwriting. We eventually get separated and have to face a sort of trial as we face the spirits of those we have lost and our own feelings of loss around it. We get a little hurt along the way. Eventually we come across a basalt obelisk standing in the middle of the fog, and the strange creature comes, and essentially we have to just make a pretty big decision there of whether we're going to carry something with us or leave it behind. And all of us but one makes the same decision. And who knows what that might do to us in the future going forward.
Absolutely nothing. I'm sure it's completely inconsequential. Yeah. All right. With that, we will pick back up in the Dreamer's End Tavern. You all completing your roles for whether you remember or not, with all of you for remembering, except for one. Alfred and his poor low wisdom score, struck by the forgetfulness once again, thanks in part to the disadvantage on the save. As you find yourself back in the tavern, each of you with a clear recollection of what happened to you, what you did inside the Graveheart Key. With the exception of Alfred, who has a gap in his memory, a foggy mess of, weren't we just going to go into a key? That door's not there anymore. What are we doing? What's next? As all of you, a little bit damaged to varying degrees. Tamerlane in a pretty rough shape. Alfred and Gilgamesh minimally injured, and Atlan and Caradwin somewhere in between. As you find yourself back in the tavern with the familiar face of everybody's favorite bartender. What can I get you?
Didn't we just have some food?
No.
We just came back, Alfred.
Came back. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god. Infernus. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What? Well, what did I miss?
Well, there was a graveyard. We wandered for a bit. We got separated. I don't know about you guys, but I had to fight my old mentor. He asked me to kill him, but he was already dead, so I'm really confused about that one. Then we came across this obelisk. There was a guy with a cool hat who really didn't want to answer questions. And now we're here.
Okay.
That's all we saw. Looking at Caradwin expectingly.
I mean, I would say that was a pretty succinct explanation of things.
You weren't offered anything?
By who?
The creepy guy on top of the obelisk.
Yeah, that situation.
Well, I did go ahead and take this, and Alan will reach into his bag and see if he can pull out this stone.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. Yep, I'll go ahead and just put it out in front of everybody else.
A stone? Is it
As
special?
a refresher, what does a stone look like? Or is it just like a rock?
No, they were a little bit more crystalline, that you could see partially through them, and they had a glow coming from inside that kind of beat like a heartbeat.
I remember they were like, I remember them being either it was like the heartbeat or they were said that they were heart shaped. I don't remember which one though.
Well, it showed like an anatomical heart, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, more anatomical heart than Saint Valentine's Day hearts.
Yeah.
At seeing this one produced, Alfred, knowing that he's missing something, he's gonna search himself to see if he has anything similar.
He does not.
You didn't miss much. The tavern likes to play on pathos. That is all.
I mean, I didn't really think it was much of a choice. It's so far nothing has ever really left the room. This is one of the few things that is really that I've seen
Real?
at least that has left the rooms we've gone through. For the most part, we've never had anything we've taken with us
Right, nothing.
outside of the keys.
Nothing ever leaves besides, right, the keys.
We do have a new key, I think.
What keys do we have available?
Excellent question.
Lay your keys on the table, everybody. They
I
should all
don't have
be.
one.
I don't know if
I have
Tamerlane
two
has one
keys.
right now.
Caradwin doesn't have one right now.
Alan has a few on his drum strap. I'll shake him like a keychain.
Alfred will pull out 4 keys. He has the cloud key, the cottage key, the fruit tree key, and the swords key. As long as my eyes don't deceive me.
I have 2 keys. I have a whisper key and I have a wreath of hands key.
So
Are
we're just gonna
key?
glaze by the fact that Atlin was the only one who got something from the guy.
Well, I mean, what I ran into wasn't exactly just about me, I suppose. So since it was a little bit bigger, I mean, if I could get Gwen the opportunity to go ahead and see her friends again, that's kind of why I made my decision. But Caradwin, you said you had to fight your old master?
Well, yeah, no, he came up and it was just basically like, show me what you can do. And I was like, okay. I mean, I trusted if he wanted to see. It's been a long. He died a long time ago, and you know, I don't think that was him. Like, not really, obviously, but it's I do know one thing he taught me is do not hold back your magic. And so I trusted if he wanted to see the full brunt of it, I would show him. Straight to his face.
So Alfred won't be much help in terms of memory, but I suppose, Gilgamesh Tamerlane, what did you go up against whenever you were in the room? If you remember, that is.
I had to fight my disappointment of a son. It was very quick, but a very painful fight for him.
I had to keep my parents from drowning me.
What?
Like I said, it seems like this realm wants to play on our emotions. One eye blink separate times. I would be hesitant to take anything from here that is not a key, lest you want to be owing favors to the unfavorable.
Is drowning how you got so injured though, Tamerlane? Do you want some help? You look a little rough.
I suppose I wouldn't say no.
I'm not much of a healer, but
I mean,
I do have this. He'll go ahead and knock you with a where is it? A 3rd level cure wounds.
Oh, I also have this one, and he'll go ahead and put up the scroll key. onto the table.
Oh, God. I got a 7 in there at least.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay.
That +4 really carried on those 2 ones. I wanted to make a
I'll also-
correction.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to make a correction. And I turned the key like upside down. This is a icy caravan, not a wreath of hands.
Gilgamesh, are you all right? Like
No.
in the head?
No.
When I blink, I think I need to have my eyes examined. Things have been a bit blurry for about a year.
That's
Silver,
fair.
do we have people have glasses, right? Like what's the level of prescription that we can attain here though? Like I know that people have like basic lenses.
They're rare, but they exist.
They're rare, but
Not typically going to find anything to a large prescription unless you're getting magical ones.
okay. But they would be
Probably
quite
just find
difficult to... Okay.
You can find an old guy, probably rip his glasses off, probably just like a +1 diopter would fix it. I don't know. Gilgamesh is kind of old.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering like how easy they are to manufacture, I guess, with current technology.
Not easy.
All right, sorry, Gilgamesh.
I hope nobody is hungry. Should we re-examine the keys that we have, make a decision, and then sleep? Rest? Do we rest?
I've got to say, we have to examine the stone that Atlan has. We just blew past that.
I mean, I would definitely like to take a look at that. I've never seen anything come out of the doors.
It's never happened before. Nothing but the keys.
It makes me think that the only 2 real things, aside from us, are the keys in this rock.
Or perhaps it's another tap key.
Can I?
Seems like a
examine
good a
this?
time as any to roll your temptation checks, your wisdom saves against the food and drink.
Oh, have we not
And
done
then,
that
yes,
yet?
whatever you got, Ernie.
Let us eat.
We're
Standard wisdom save for Tamerlane.
We're still at disadvantage or board's cleared?
Oh my god!
Oh wait, yes, I'm at disadvantage, aren't I?
Hey, you don't need to re-roll, Alfred. You failed already. So, okay. Oof, that was a rough set of rolls, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Gilgamesh, you're good. Everybody else, you're not. So, Gilgamesh has got his head on straight. His eyes may be wonky, but apparently resistance of temptation. Maybe it's because his eyes are wonky. Nothing
can't see
looks
'em.
right.
You can't
Food
see
is
how
not as
good it
tempting.
looks.
You can't see it.
They don't have tadpoles and bat guano. I'm not interested, man. I don't care.
Alan will kind of
You
look.
don't just use that for fireballs.
No, they're tasty.
Alan will look over everybody and just go, right, I don't think that we should be eaten, before he takes a big slurp off of just a glass of carrot juice that he picked up.
Yeah, Caradwin is already like eating like a mushroom like skewer, like grilled mushroom skewered like
If you
Alfred
consume
just-
anything, roll me a d6.
Alfred just looks at Atlan and just thinks to himself, He says out loud, "This is a very similar situation." But I understand.
To be fair, we also always feel like better after we eat.
Aye.
Like at first I was like trying to believe you that the food was dangerous, but then everyone was always healed afterwards, so now I'm just confused. And these mushrooms are really good.
Right, but well, maybe it's from my own personal experience of already not remembering, but maybe that's also why I thought it was as dangerous as it was.
Does the food make you forget?
Quite frankly,
Totally so.
Alfred, you don't seem to need any help to forget.
Ooh.
Alan slaps his knee.
Nice.
That was good.
Like a group, like ooh. I'll turn to Kirdoin. You do not feel the resistance of the water when you are swept up in the tides. Just because you don't believe that the food is harmful now, does it mean that it won't harm you when it drowns you?
Also, I can say from experience, you definitely feel the tides. It's eating
Yeah,
like
I was
this big
about
piece
to
of
say
fish.
I have swam before. You can feel the water.
Atlan will fly in next to next to Gilgamesh and go, I just want to let you know, you say some very wise things, but then whenever you lick your eye sockets afterwards, it kind of undermines any sort of wisdom that you might be toting around.
It really does.
It ruins my appetite as well, as Alfred picks up a whole heaping stack of brownies and shoves one into his face.
Unbreaking eye contact. I lick my eyes when you put those fucking brownies in your mouth, and then my other eye turns to Atlan. As long as someone can write down the wisdom, it offsets my offsettingness. Then you can repeat it and seem just as wise.
Like running the gamut with these D6 rolls that 3 different stats.
Oh yeah, I
That
should
being
make
said-
that roll also. Come on, show me a
Okay.
5. Nope.
Hey, but we kept everybody having a different one, so
True.
No fires today.
Can I inspect the stone?
sure.
And then... Fuck. I guess I should back up. Is this stone giving off any sort of magical properties that would be taking off any bells, or is this just, like, a rock?
No. Wood register is magical.
Then I want to use my Arcana on it. Ooh.
What do you want to know?
Shit, I didn't think I was going to get this far. Damn it. Well, okay. When we were talking earlier, because there was a little bit of overlap. Maybe it was my fault. Did we agree that there was some sort of like ornate design on this thing? Or
No, just that it's in roughly the shape of a anatomical heart.
of an anatomical heart.
And translucent like a crystal like formation, and that you can see this glowing beat of a heart inside. heart, a glowing beat like a heart. I guess it's not a heart inside. There's
In
nothing.
my many travels, and I think I lagged for a second. In my like many travels and like contact with like different magical artifacts, would this look like something that would have been made by a wizard of magical means, or does this look more like artisanal, not like the bread, but like made by like a craftsman or something like that?
Neither.
Neither.
I will say with your 18 Arcana, it would appear some unknown to you, but it appears to be natural in its formation. It is not created; it exists.
And then, no way. All the cantrips I have, I don't have that one. Would I be able to like smell what kind of magic is on this thing?
What kind of magic?
Well,
Smell.
no. Fuck it. I want to cast detect magic to see what kind of magic it is. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay.
Smelling it.
Yeah, you are still
By
smelling.
smelling
That's
it.
just that's how you use
I
the
think we've
magic.
established that it's smelling, right?
Yeah. Also, while he's doing that, for the first time in I think ever, I'm going to use my what's it called? Spell storing item and store a web in it.
Ooh.
Okay.
While Gilgamesh is just like inspecting and smelling the stone, you just see Alfred in the corner just like stuffing this like one chamber full of like this interesting like white powder, and then the other chamber is like filled with water.
Herdwin's like right over your shoulder, like watching you. What are you doing?
Well, this is something that I learned how to do a little while ago, but I really haven't had much time to even really think about it. I've had so many other projects that I've been working on, or I was working on when I was still in the real world. But this is a little device that I could even possibly hand off to one of you guys. I can sort of choose the functions that it has depending on what sort of device I want to build, but I think I figured out a mechanism that where you can push this button and pull this lever, and that'll mix these two ingredients and shoot out a stream of particularly like sticky substance that will bind and harden very quickly.
Or you could just get a spider.
I usually cannot get a spider. That's usually out of my realm of possibilities.
Right,
Sounds
guys?
like a you problem.
It is a me problem. I fixed it by this. But hopefully, I mean, this will be something that, as I said, that someone like one of you guys could use in a particular situation and create an entire area by which you could either bridge an area or just create a very like rough terrain that would be very hard to get through, I guess.
Hmm. To be fair, I can't do that, so it is still pretty cool. Well, I can create a rough terrain in other ways. I don't think the bartender would appreciate it if I did it here, though. And she'll kind of glance over at him.
I don't know if he has an opinion.
They would deserve it, though.
What if I use Erupting Earth on the bar?
So for
What
some
if he
reason I
has an
feel
opinion?
well. For some reason I feel like this place would just not allow you, or if it did allow you, it would just undo what you did. It would rebuild itself.
Can I look at the floor? I'm assuming this is a wood floor, right? Are we doing like a nice decadent tile, carpet?
I'm pretty sure it was always a wooden floor.
Wood. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wood
Quick,
floor.
what is the floor in the tavern that we're currently in?
I think I remember that from years ago.
I'll look for a piece of wood that's like up, like this, or maybe something with a little give. I'm just gonna fucking yank on it and see if I can rip the flooring off.
Give me a athletics check.
Oh, no fucking way! That was a 19.
Nice.
I'm 15 in strength, man. Come on. I have a +2 mod, almost +3.
You didn't stretch.
You dig
nope.
your claws into the grooves between two pieces of wood and just prepare yourself to just yank the hell out of this thing and rip it across. Instead, you slip and go falling backwards onto the ground. No luck. Doesn't give.
Oh, like a fucking Charlie horse, my big-ass lizard tail. It seems the floor would be magically reinforced. I would assume many other structures in here would as well.
I'll keep the idea in my back pocket then.
So, do we want to maybe go ahead and figure out what's next? I mean, I'd love to go ahead and sit around and figure out stuff about this stone and try to pull up floorboards while going, ugh! But I feel like we could probably do a better job if we look at those. And he'll gesture towards the doors that have symbols on them.
Well, yeah, Timberland, didn't you say the guy, like, promised something? Maybe if we go through the door associated with the key we got.
I do have one more question about this stone. If it pleases the DM, when I hold it, given that it is enchantment, do I feel any different?
So when you take it into your possession, you notice that you can't quite place which one is reacting to the other. Is your heartbeat beating in sync with the stone, or is the stone ebbing in time with your heart? But the two sync up, which has a certain hypnotizing effect to it. Nothing to the point that you're like charmed or anything like that, but it just kind of draws you in, focuses your attention as you get in sync with this stone in your hand.
I'll hand it back to... Wait a minute, how big is a stone? Atlan's like, right? Wait, aren't you... Wait, how tall are... Wait, hold on.
You're as tall as Vault.
Okay, I just want to
very-
clarify.
Wait.
Now all of your... Okay, you said that very, very aggressively.
Well, no. Well, you looked at me when I said, like, my bad. Okay, I meant
He's
to real.
almost-
Are you a 6 foot? Like, are you like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like the Tooth Fairy? Like, what? I need to get the proportions here. This is either a really small stone or it's about to weigh you the fuck down.
He's 3 feet tall. He's 2'11".
I bet you tell the lady fairies that it's 3 feet, but I know that your driver's license says 2 feet 11 on it. Okay. I'll hand you back the stone, but I'll look at you and say, there is something enchanting about this, and I fear that you will become in sync with it. I would be weary to not have the stone break.
Okay. Alan will just open the flap of his bag and say, then toss it in?
Wait, do you mind if I take a look at it?
Oh.
I
Then you're gonna get
I give
enchanted.
Atlin a look. I'll hand it to Alf. Oh fuck. Oh, tattoo. Oh no. Oh no. I'll hand it to Alfred. And I'll look at Atlin. It syncs heartbeats together, not to destroy the air of mystic esotericism.
Oh, okay.
But if it syncs with your heartbeats and the stone is destroyed, you know, the big one.
Sure.
Alfred
And he
would
looks
like to ritually cast Identify.
Alfred has the stone! You say that and Alfred has the stone! Alan's just like, oh.
No, you said put it in my. You said put it in my bag, and I had it like here, and then Alfred said, "Can I see it?" I said, "Sure." So I never put it in the bag.
Yeah.
Poor Alfred.
And then his tattoo glows, and then he's like, like a transformer, and you know.
What? And then I get taken over by Brevin from outside of reality?
Yes.
No, you turn into a
That's how that
Honda
works.
Civic.
Then you turn it.
What year?
2001.
Alright. Acceptable.
You're fine with the transformation now, as long as it was an 01 model.
Those are classic. Alfred sheepishly looks at Atlin as he takes the stone from Gilgamesh. Sits down and takes out all of his tools. Just 10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, you guys obviously don't really care about my opinion for which door to go through. I mean, I'm obviously the joke character here.
I
Who said
entrusted
that?
you
When did
with
we
this
say that?
projection magic coming from him.
Are we heading straight back in, or are we? Someone said we were gonna take some time to sleep.
Right, well, we're
Do
looking
you
at
want to
about...
sleep?
Sleeping was a mere suggestion if people are tired, but if you want to go back into the grinder, I am fine with that.
When's the last time any of you slept?
I think our first day in the tavern? First or second day in the tavern. Not been sleepy. Maybe it's because we're already asleep.
If you want some...
That's the only reason why we wouldn't be.
If you want to go ahead and go through the motions, I guess we could, but I don't know if you're necessarily going to feel well rested at the end of it. Counter to it, I feel like the food has me feeling a little bit more energized than just traditional sleeping does so far.
I mean, it might be good to take some time to not be inundated with the horrors of the tavern as well.
If I'm asleep, I don't have to face whatever's out there.
It
I don't
might
know
be
what to
good
say about that. I just feel so numb with everything going on. Feels like when everything is a horror, what's horrible at that point, I guess.
Trust me, Alfred. It can still get worse.
The cycle of suffering does not stop when you want it to. I just wanted to add to this so he knew how serious it was. Horsemen.
Because you're such a stunning conversationalist.
More than him. And I'll just point towards Alfred.
I'm a respectable conversationalist. I think that I carry myself well.
Aye? Better than him. Gestures at Gilgamesh.
Right.
I've already walked off.
At the back
are
of
there...
Gilgamesh as he walked off.
Are there like rooms, bedrooms? Is there like lodging set up, or have these people just been like camping out in the bar?
No, nobody's camping.
I think
I've never seen
Carragwin
anybody
and
else sleeping other than passed out at a table.
I think Carragwin and Atlan have slept in the rafters a couple of times, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
If I go towards like a corner where there's like a wall, are there any bare walls, or is it like kind of like wall to wall, just filled with tables on the inside?
No, there's bare walls. Yeah.
Okay. I wanna like go up and touch this bare wall, and I wanna think about and really put my mind's eye and heart's desire in there being like a vacant room, like 2 bunk beds, maybe like a work desk area, maybe like an ornate carpet from fucking Ishnar or wherever. And I really want to put like a lot of mental energy into thinking about this, and I'm gonna turn around, and then I want to see if I turn back around, if there will be a door there. Like if I vocalize it, verbalize it, if I think it, something, do it. Think it, want it, do it.
Pop it.
Is this more of your projection magic?
No, that's Alfred's the projection subclass. I'm the smartest person in this
Manifestation?
entire. I'm in the school of manifestation. Yes, I'm trying to see if the tavern reacts to my manifestation. I'm a scientist. I have to do experiments.
Uh-huh.
You're from the school of schizophrenia.
Well, at least one of us is in school, man. You don't even remember where you came from. Golly.
I am Alfred A. Yates from Eagle Fall.
Oh yeah, fucking. There's the bar, everybody. There's the bar.
I'd like
Alright,
everyone to
as
know
you,
I just heard Michael from the other room go, oof.
that's what that was.
Yeah.
As you try to manifest your heart's desires, mind's desires, whatever they are, turn around to look and see what happens. There's a door. No
I
symbol.
knew it. Like a door with no lock. Like, can I just push the door open, or is this like a locked door?
Do you try and push it open?
Yeah. We'll see if it's ajar.
No, it's not open. Doesn't seem to be hardly shut, though. Doesn't appear to be any sort of
Then-
locking mechanism on it either.
Well, if there's a knob or something that I want to push into it.
You want to push into it?
The other
No.
side, you find a quaint, at least to you, a quaint, cozy little hut interior.
Similar to a swamp hut that I would be familiar with. Okay.
Yes.
Truly the heart's desire. I'll look towards everybody, the rest of the party, and I'll just be like, I've manifested a bedroom.
A whole bedroom? Alfred will say as he's still identifying the stone.
Well, what I'm used to for bedrooms. Maybe not you because you're in the middle of ritual identification. Everybody else, come.
So we're just intrigued in delusions now?
Fine. I'll walk in.
To be fair, all of you see an open doorway that he has opened a door to somewhere. Although it's a little bit foggy to the rest of you on whether there was a door there before or not. It's not 100% clear. It's not something you've investigated a lot. Alfred, on your identification of the Heartstone, Heartstone has a very low level enchantment property to it that allows the bearer to sync up with the heartbeat within, wherein the heartbeat within duplicates your heartbeat and basically mimics the qualities of if the bearer that is synced to it falls, it'll bring them back. On the specific conditions of it, you got to meditate with it for an hour.
Okay, so
In order
is
to
it
sync.
does it take an attunement slot?
No.
Oh. All right. Alfred will put his supplies away, pick up himself and the Hearthstone, and make his way over to... Wait, no one else walked over to Gilgamesh's abode, did they?
No. At least Caradwin didn't. She was sitting with Alfred.
Oh, well, he'll get up and say, all right, well, Caradwin, I think I finished. I think I figured out what this stone is. Well, it's actually similar to what Gilgamesh was talking about earlier. It does sync with the person that is holding it. And if you spend enough time with it, it fully syncs with you. And then after that, if you are hurt beyond your usual means, I guess, it'll pour some of life into you.
So it's like the The spell that, uh, if someone, almost stops breathing, then you can just use a diamond and bring them back.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never heard of an item that can do that.
No, I mean, this would be quite rare, I would think.
Yeah. She's not gonna take it, but she's gonna look at the crystal. Now with that information, does it look like, you said it before, it has a crystalline structure. Does it look like a diamond type crystal, or?
No, it's a very roughly hewn gemstone type crystalline structure. Just more, I'm
Okay.
getting at the fact that it's not like a solid opaque coloring to it, that you can
Yeah.
see that there's this beating light that comes from inside that illuminates the entire object.
Yeah, okay. I figured. I was just like, since she's carrying a bunch of diamonds, I was wondering if she would know if it was like similar. She kind of like looks at it.
What's very interesting is that the enchantment on it is not a particularly like strong one, at least from what I understand.
I mean, it's kind of like that thing you were making. It's almost like it's storing the spell within it.
Oh, perhaps. Silver, can I do like either a history or arcana, wherever you decide on like how familiar I am with something that could be similar to this? Like, have I ever seen anything in this field before?
You did an arcana.
Okay. $25.
Like this? No.
25.
Oh, with the 25, you're fairly certain of
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I was like, damn, 25 still didn't hit that. Or it shows how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is something special. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. But I mean, that's, I guess, on par for gestures around.
Yeah. I still wonder what would happen if I cast Erupting Earth on the bar. Though I feel like the owner would not be happy with me, and he seems like someone you don't want to get on the bad side of.
I mean, for all I know, considering where we are, I'll say, um, the nice bartender could honestly just be like the most impressive fighter that we've ever seen in our lives. And I don't know what would happen if we die here.
We do know.
Well, we've seen what happens when we die in a door. And that was new to me. But I'm kind of scared of what would happen if we die in where we consider safe.
That would be scary. She'll shake her head. Probably best not to dwell on it, and she'll kind of like rub the side of her face with the injured eye.
So my vote would be that it goes over towards Kerswin or Tamerlane, since they could probably use the help.
The safety net?
Atlan, you're the one who took it. I think it's yours.
I feel pretty confident, and honestly, not really as advertised. I thought that it was going to give me an opportunity to go ahead and bring the 3 back who I lost. So if it's only going to keep the folks here staying here, then you all can have it. I'm going to go look at Gilgamesh's crazy mind room, and Alan will kind of fly off over towards Gilgamesh's room.
I don't want to have it on me.
Alfred will hold it up. Nope. Like an apple.
There's a reason why I didn't take mine. And she'll go and follow Atlan.
Oh, Caradwin,
What?
actually, could we speak privately for a moment?
Oh, sure. What's...
Leaving Alfred with the heart.
Yeah, Alfred
Okay.
is going off to look at Gilgamesh's room, I guess.
Yeah.
Before you start your conversation, just for clarification, currently Alfred has the Heartstone and has had 3 people reject it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alfred, you're trying to give somebody your heart, and they are all shutting you down.
It won't be the first time.
Oh,
My boy!
Go make friends with the lizard folk in the next room. It may be still a chance. All right, Caradwood and Tamerlane.
Caradwin, we have to consider the possibility that Atlan is not on our side in here.
What do you mean? He was very apologetic after everything that happened. I just don't think he was in his right mind.
Between what happened in the room with the lava and what just happened, why did the entity from the that room only give him something?
Well,
And then
did you
why
put
did he
it...
try to pawn it off on anyone else?
Well, did you put it back? Did you put the heart in there?
When we were offered between this thing and something else, we were promised something greater, and
Well,
none
I'm
of
just...
us received anything.
But did you put it in there? That's what I'm asking.
I did.
Then he didn't, Tamerlane.
Yes. But does he know that we don't?
I don't think he knows anything more than we do. I think, like I was saying earlier, we got a key right after. Maybe whatever we're supposed to get is in the next room. And honestly, frankly, there's nothing I really want except to get the fuck out of here. So unless there's something greater as that, I'm not really bothered.
It's just the implication more than anything.
She'll tilt her head.
Just the... I didn't take the part that Atlan offered because I'm worried that it could be dangerous.
Yeah, no shit. I don't.
Yeah, what?
That's what I'm saying is I don't think he knew. I I don't think he did.
I'm not saying that he did for sure, but it has to be a possibility. I mean, how many times can we just say that he doesn't know what he's doing and becoming a liability to us before we start saying maybe he does know what he's doing? Because he doesn't seem incompetent.
I'm not saying he's incompetent. I'm the first one to say he isn't. But this place, it is messing with us. It is making us want to turn against each other. If this is a place where we're already asleep, I'm worried I'm already dead.
You and me both.
But I don't have a lot of friends. You guys are kind of the only ones I got right now. And Adlin and I have been traveling together. When you have to fight off a rabid squirrel with someone, you tend to become really close with them.
I
And then
know.
we stole one rich guy's underwear, but that one was kind of an accident.
You'll have to tell me the story sometime. No, I trust my crew. My I'd do anything to get him back. But Erdwin, can you look me in the eye and say with 100% clarity that if Atlan had to choose between saving himself and saving you, he wouldn't try and help you and just leave you behind?
I mean, wouldn't we all do the same thing? If it really came down to a decision between ourselves and our companions, I wouldn't fault anyone for wanting to save themselves.
Aye, perhaps Atlan is saving himself.
I mean, he's a good person. He deserves to be saved.
Aye, I think we all deserve to be saved. And you better bet that I'm not going to just let myself be a stepping stone for someone else to get out. I'm going to fight, hoof and claw to be right there with
Yeah, I'm
them.
pretty sure if someone tried to step on you, you'd probably hurt them quite a bit. So I won't make that mistake. You can promise.
I appreciate it. Truthfully, Vass, you're the only one here that I really trust.
So kind of like blink and like think for a moment. I mean, Gilgamesh likes my leeches. Alfred seems a little off, but I think his heart is in the right place. I think whatever happened when him being here previously, something I don't think he's
Bro,
intentionally misleading us. I think whatever happened could be the same thing happening to Atlan, and he's just been so warped by this place. But I think
that's
he's
not
trying to help. And
that's not an encouraging sight because all the people that Alfred said he was with aren't here anymore.
and then Atlan and I have been traveling together for quite a while. You know, we ended up dropping a whole like giant jar of paint on this like random lady and her dog, and is like, and that just like ruined her whole performance. I don't know what she was really doing, but it was fun. But I trust you guys. The druids I was raised by, it's sometimes it's hard to put faith in other people when you've been hurt so often. I get that. But sometimes it is that faith that we need, because then you're just a little girl alone in the woods and no one's coming to get you.
Herdwin, I'm so glad that you had a childhood where someone came and got you. When I was a young boy alone in the woods, the only people who came and got me were a ship of slavers. I've been shown many times that people really care mostly for themselves, and you got to defend yourself. And it's so rare to find someone who's truly good. And just kind of looks at you with repressed tears in his eyes.
Well, I wish I could have been there for you back then.
Thanks.
Okay. She'll put her hands on your shoulders. If you have to choose yourself over the others, I would not blame you. I would expect you to, not because I think it is a terrible thing to do, but because if you do not choose yourself, no one else is going to choose you. And you have to keep yourself going before anything else.
Hi.
But it also means I can't blame anyone for not choosing me, even when I would really like them to. Choose yourself if you need to.
I can't promise that I won't. I just want you to be careful, because I think Atlan might be doing that already.
She'll shrug. Whatever happens is in the hands of fate.
Oh, yes. Least favorite lady. You
Like,
pick whatever. You should pick whatever door we go through next. I trust you, and I got your back.
said, I think the one we just got might be pretty helpful as a scroll.
All right. Let's do it then. And he, if Caradwin's hands are still on his shoulders, he's gonna reach around and go for a hug.
Yes, I know what this is. And she'll give him a hug back.
Gilgamesh, as Atlan and Alfred come over to check out your digs, what's a hut in the swamp look like inside?
Dude, it is the tightest fucking spot you could ever imagine. All right, we got mud floors, we got mud walls, we got some support 2x4s, we got some overgrowth. There's a tree on top, and the fucking tree's got roots coming down that you can hang lights on. Okay, lights, or if you're into that spiritual stuff, you can put empty glass bottles on it too for some good juju. You know, the beds are, it's still a bed, you know, maybe not as fancy as the walled city slickers would have you believe, but it, you know, thatch and hay and, you know, a bunch of other shit in a sleeping bag. That is pretty goddamn comfortable. Other than that, I mean, it's probably quaintly decorated with um, bones and smaller amphibians.
Sorry, no
And
Toby.
bones of smaller. No, 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 no. Similar thought process, though.
The
No
door's,
words.
the door's still open? Like, he's just kept it
Yeah, the
open
door's
this whole
just
time?
sitting open.
Yeah. Let him go, wow, this is so rustic.
Listen here. You and I see eye to eye on a lot of things. This room was not here before I made it so to be here. This realm sucks you in with your desires and wants. This world can be whatever you want it to be if you so desire it to be. This room is a product of manifestation. Think about going into that corner, really thinking about a room that you would like to sleep in and having it be there. This place that we're in is less like a traditional prison, but a prison of desire and will. And I think we can wield that in part to escape. How much? I don't know. But I feel like at least being able to mesh this tavern into whatever we want it to be, Lick's eyeball, is going to prove to be beneficial to our end goal. That is, if everybody is keen on escaping, this is just a fraction of the size of my home. Yes, you flying.
Right. I hate to go ahead and burst the bubble, since this place is probably real
I know
close
you're
to
going
home.
to say some contradictory shit when you say that.
Why are you not thinking that this could be some sort of distraction, or even worse yet, a trap? Because you yourself said that we're playing some sort of game, so you're playing right into it if you're thinking so darn hard that you're making, is that a moldy patch of hay?
Comfortability is a strict pleasure not always granted. To go to the more pertinent thing, while we are in a game of temptation with the game master and the realm that we are in, there is no choice we have but to play the game. If not playing a game was an option for victory, we would simply sit here until we have been let out. But given that time does not pass the same relative to everybody, we have no choice but to engage in the rules that we have been given. So manifesting a part of this tavern into being a room for sleep, productivity, magic, arcana, reproduction, whatever you want it to be, playing by those rules is how we play the game. So I am not playing into the trap of the game. I am simply abiding by the rules that have been given to then win.
Right. You inspire me to say a lot of words that are borderline non-existent. So I think that you are being extremely tempted right now. And maybe the sheer nostalgia of the room that you find yourself in makes you think that this is the right path. But I think the right path
We can
probably
change the
involves
room into
the
anything.
keys.
We can change the room to, if you want it to be more comfortable into your sleeping habits, it can. If we want to make this into anything else, we can. This is just what I thought of.
I don't want to sit. I don't want to sleep. Tamerlane was making mention of doing that. I already had some great carrot juice, and I'm raring to go on the next one. So if we could just go ahead and play whatever picture book mess this place is, so that we can match the keys to the doors and figure out where we're going next, where Alfred will inevitably forget everything that happens inside of the room. I would like to go that route.
Should you not have given the carrot juice to the horseman?
Oh, Alfred. Hi.
Hello. I mean, I know I don't have the greatest memory, but I would like to hope that there is some path that actually has me remembering the things that transpire.
Sure. I mean, I'd like that too, but I suppose maybe if we go ahead and manifest it, that you're gonna go ahead and remember whenever we leave the room. That's it. Oh, Gilgamesh, you are so correct with your thoughts.
You are getting ever closer to being put into the jar.
I don't know why you have a 3-foot jar easily accessible to yourself.
Freddy's 2 feet 11.
Well, Atlan, you missed it. He manifested it.
What?
The jar. Everything is manifested.
Alan will turn. Alan will take a quick 180. Is there now a 3-foot tall jar in this room?
Oh,
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
I had to think of the jar with the room, but now after the fact, it won't work because we're already in it.
You either get a room or you get a jar. What do you want?
You can get the jar in the room.
I want the jar.
Once the room's made, you can't make the jar.
We come
You
back.
put some big pickles in that jar.
It's not the Dreamer's End Tavern. It's just the Dreamer's Jar.
Oh, dude. We are all flies in the dreamer's jar, man. We are just.
We could go up. You probably go up to the bartender and ask for just a really, really, really big jar of pickles and just dump all the pickles out.
Ooh, imagine the vinegar smell. You're in it. You just can't like.
Okay. Right. Listen, and Atlan will go ahead and kind of slowly float down until he's just hovering right above the floor. He takes a look down and realizes he does not want to touch that. And just says, I really think that we should be getting things moving because we're stagnating in between the rooms. We get all caught up in talking about our feelings and we want to go ahead and discuss what happened previously, but unless we just keep on moving forward, I really don't think we're going to be making much progress.
Well, I mean, I wanted to get going.
Oh, sorry, I'll interject. Tamerlane and Caragwin, if you are joining them at the room, this would be the time you would be arriving over there, that your conversation would have ended. You would catch the tail end of Atlan's little assertion.
Oh. No, I'm Atlan, I'm with you on wanting to go through, like, before I got distracted with, and he'll pull back out the Hearthstone. Well, this, that apparently no one wants. I'd asked if we could show what keys that we had available, and I thought we were going to get going somewhere, but
I have decided what door we're going through. Tamerlane said I could.
Leeches guide her.
How interesting that we're making executive decisions for the entirety of the group now.
Well, didn't you say we had to be moving forward?
Right.
I mean, if you guys disagree with me, it's okay.
I just said that she should make a suggestion, and I didn't have an opinion.
well, Caragwin, which room is it?
The scroll.
Okay. I have that one, and Atlan will go ahead and produce it.
I just figured you guys are a bunch of smarty pants. I figured that might be the best one to go through.
Perhaps. Hopefully it doesn't have some sort of twist to it where we can't read anything that these scrolls have written on it, or it's something where the scrolls are on fire, or I don't know, the scrolls are in the mouth of a 16-headed hydra.
Right. I wouldn't mention any bad situations we might run into, because if we're playing the manifestation game, then we might go ahead and walk right into that.
Give me a
Well,
quick
they all
break
can't
to
happen
make
at
that
the same
16-head
time.
hydrant.
are are you okay, Atlan?
Just dealing with some, what do they call it? Dilly-dallying, I guess.
I'm
So which
sorry.
door do we exit through?
Point to the room that we're in.
Isn't it nice to have a private conversation in a room and not out in the open? Besides the point. And I'll look towards Kirdoen.
What?
Where are we going?
And my suggestion was the scroll. But you guys are all smart.
Oh, the workshop's there. I get my 2 keys out and I reiterate that I have the Whisper Key and an Icy Caravan Key. If anybody would like to go to the Icy Caravan of Death or Whispers.
I'm good with the scroll key.
I'm quite alright. Is the scroll key, is a scroll door available? Before we get
Yes.
ahead of ourselves. Okay.
It leads you into another hut, a 2-story hut.
6 available doors are the sheet music key, the withered crops key, scroll key, path key, whisper key, and obelisk key. You do not have the path or the obelisk at this point. You have the other 4.
Before we go about reading a bunch of scrolls, sounds like it's going to be some sort of legislative room. I was wondering if maybe we could go ahead and map out exactly what languages we can each read. That way, we could pair up to go ahead and try to cover as much ground as possible.
Oh, that's quite forward-thinking of you. What can I speak? I know some Celestial. I know some Giant and a bit of Goblin. I'm honestly regretting not taking more care when I was trying to learn languages earlier.
I can read Common, Druidic, and Elvish. I can speak Celestial and Goblin.
Tamerlane? Or Gilgamesh?
Celestial, deep, draconic, elvish, goblin, halfling, and the one we speak right now.
I'm a little shakier when it comes to reading or writing some of these, but I can speak Arquin and Celestio and Elvish and Dwarvish.
All right. I've got Celestial, Common, Goblin, and Sylvan.
So do you think that we should pair up with people that have a lot of overlap, or
I would think people
cover
who
bases?
don't have many things in common with us. Honestly, Tamerlane, you seem to have some of the most unique understandings, and Gilgamesh, you just have sheer quantity amidst us all.
Right. How did you manage to learn so many languages?
Brain.
Right,
See, he's smart.
regret asking.
Aggressively licking eyes.
I was gonna say, I think that keeps your eyes a lot more hydrated so you don't have to blink as often. Maybe you could read more words per minute than the rest of us.
Processing power.
What?
I'll walk towards I'm walking towards the fucking door. I'm walking towards the door, the key that we all agreed.
Atlin will too.
Yeah,
Erdwin-
it's time. It's door time.
It's door time.
Okie dokie. Okay, I want the 5 of you to rank yourselves amongst the 5. Who is the most focused and the least focused on heading to this door? Who's the most on a mission versus who's the least on a mission to I'm just along? Yeah, no, I have to fully rank. I'm just looking for who's the... Mostly I'm looking for who's the least.
Oh, well, whatever I do is with intense intent, so naturally I would be number 1.
Okay.
I feel like Caradwin is probably also like pretty up there. If Atlin's if Atlin is for sure number 2, then she'd come in like about 2 or 3. Because she was the one who was like going through the scroll key. I'm not taking any questions.
Tamerlane is not super motivated to go to a key right now.
Okay.
But he will go with the group.
Alfred is mediumly motivated.
Okay. What's your 2 passive perceptions, you 2 at the back of the line?
Oh, good. I can definitely tell you that it's in the
Lucky
20s.
13.
24. My passive perception.
Rangers and great passive perception.
You all start heading over to the door, exiting the home cabin that has been manifested by Gilgamesh over here, returning to the main chamber, heading over towards the doors. As you near the door, Tamerlane, you clock something that it's not like it's new. It's just you didn't notice it before. That on a wall on the far side of the room, far side from where Gilgamesh's little hut is now, you see a framed portrait on the wall bearing the image or bearing the likeness of Wallace.
Are there any other portraits?
Not that you notice.
Was Wallace the guy from Alfred's end of the... Ooh, hats off. Ooh, hats off.
Is this something I notice after people have already gone through the door?
No, it's as you're approaching the door.
Do you folks say that it's over to the picture?
What? I thought we were heading for the door. But what are you looking at?
But I couldn't help but Captain Wallace.
Holy shit. When did I get there?
That's a good question.
Atlin's flying. He's just gonna go ahead and turn around and just like his head is in his hands. He's looking down at the floor and just say, okay, this manifestation shit has got to stop. Whatever's going on, we're just going through a door, y'all. And he'll turn around before going ahead and continuing forward.
I mean, why would any of us manifest a portrait of Wallace?
He's dead.
Not very well
Oh.
missed.
Well, he's very dead.
I mean, I didn't want him dead, but he did quite scare me at times, and honestly pissed me off as well.
I'm starting to yank on the door handle loudly.
Atlan has the key.
Caradwin made her comment, but has continued to kind of like follow along.
Just has the key, and Gilgamesh is going to open the door. The door is now open.
Let me in!
Just looking. Does the portrait seem to be moving or shifting, watching us, reacting to us saying his name at all? Okay.
No.
Then yeah, Tamerlane's not going to linger on it too much.
I mean, there's clearly the eyes are cut out, and there's like somebody behind it that's looking through.
Okay.
You see the little Scooby-Doo eyeballs, but no, it is.
Oh, how does he look?
The screen?
Much the way
Oh.
you remember him as when you first met him on the docks. That kind of cloudy background, prim and proper in his outfit and his hat. Definitely doesn't look like he's been injured or mauled or any of the other things that may have happened to him
Eaten.
in the Screaming Catfolk Key.
That's kind of what I was wondering. It's like, you say there was a portrait, but you didn't describe the portrait at all.
That's fair.
I was like,
It was Wallace. It's self-explanatory,
Wallace.
right?
Yeah, definitely. I see you, Silver. Okay, but maybe not this time.
All right. As you step through the door frame, passing into the void before emerging on the other side, darkness around you at first before glow starts to creep up. You find yourself standing amongst a pair of braziers and looking down a hallway, shadowed, columns, and what appear to be bookcases in the next room. Very, very quiet.
Move down the hallway, I suppose.
I'm getting the map up and running.
And you said that they're in a next room. There's like bookcases.
Yeah.
Okay. What cared one? The books that you were looking for.
Well, I wasn't looking for it. Well, I mean, I guess I was kind of curious about them. Like I said, I figured if we're gonna find anything that you all might be able to make useful, it'd be in a library.
And the darkness of night reveals itself. And the map loads.
As you start to make your way into the greater chamber at the other side of this dimly lit hallway, find yourself amongst bookcases to your left, to your right, some tables off to your right, torches and lanterns lighting the space throughout, columns standing in this main hallway that you get to or main passageway through the main chamber. Just to the other side of this dimly lit hallway, you find these columns that have large lanterns on the sides in each direction, lighting the hallway. And find yourself amongst a vast collection of books. Probably for most of you, the largest library, single collection of books you've ever been in. Looking out to the right at the collection of, there's 6 tables off to the right, set amongst 2 columns, chairs at each of the tables, and a lone individual is seated at one of the tables. Looks maybe later 20s, early 30s, somewhere around there. Dark brown hair, tanned skin. Kind of a cross between maybe priestly robes or just a more cloaked, scholarly type outfit. And this individual appears to be just like poring over a vast collection of tomes set on the table in front of them. Doesn't seem to pay any mind to your arrival. The soft touch of your footfalls on the ground. But I think that is probably a great time to bring in our guest for tonight. All right, so everybody welcome Michael in as this scholarly individual poring over the tomes. Currently playing Dude at the moment, but we'll clarify that a little bit later. You got to get to know a guy before I give you your name. I'll give you his name, sorry. But this party is well aware name sharing is not necessarily their forte. Or the main party, but these people. So as you all enter the room, making your way down into this great chamber, those of you that are noticing the scholarly individual poring over the tomes to the right, don't notice any other patrons of this large library-like establishment. But lots of books. Good amount of reading light, and a lot of quiet silence. Very subtle sound of flipping of pages coming from the individual to the right. But aside from that, not much sound in this place.
Well, just to get it started, I guess Alfred will walk up to this first bookcase, and even before seeing who is already patronizing the library at the moment, what sort of books are even available? Is there...
So as you kind of like peruse the volumes, there isn't like titles on the ends of the books. There's just a collection of volumes that are just all stacked on these shelves.
All right, let's go talk to this dude.
Pick through?
No.
Or do that. Okay.
I'm looking at these fucking books, bro. These guys don't appreciate what it means to be a true intellectual in this day and age. Golly, the kids don't even know. The kids do not even know.
It's more of a passing glance as he's like walking by, as just sort of like, is this even worth our time, or or is this person already like familiar with what is like around here?
I mean, I'm following, but my eyes are kind of skimming through some of these titles.
There are no
Not
titles.
worth our time, but more efficiency.
Well, I'm just fucking looking at the bookbinding then. I'm appreciating a good craftsmanship.
One eye up, looking up here. One eye looking over here.
She gets it. She
Mhm.
understands.
Tamerlane has his bow in his hand. He hasn't drawn any like arrows or anything, but he is prepared.
And Alan,
Alfred will get to. Oh, go ahead.
Alan's just hovering above Tamerlane. Tamerlane's prepped. Whew, we're in good standing.
Word. We're safe. Alfred will get to like the end of this table here before like poking his head forward and like, hello, excuse me, or
Are you attempting to be quiet?
like it's more of like a as low as he can talk, like, and still make sure that the person can hear him. That's like right there.
Okay. Give me a stealth.
Okay.
How well do you whisper?
Please. Decently?
He, he chokes and coughs halfway through it. Excuse me.
Oh, it's a 14. He's not that bad.
I drank some water beforehand.
Sorry, I interrupted Michael's response. So,
Oh no, you're good. Huh? What? Hello?
Sorry to bother, but are you familiar with this library?
Guess that would really be a matter of opinion. I've been here for. How long has it been? Wait, who are you?
Oh, I am very sorry. He'll take another step forward and extend his hand. Hello, my name is Alfred Yates, and I'm from Eagle Fall. Who are you? I'm sorry.
Um, you'll have to forgive me. You're the first people I've seen here since I arrived. Are you real?
Well, I'm glad that you're asking that at least. That's a good sign. I'm assuming that you are somebody that is trapped in this hellscape along with us now.
Are you trapped
Am I
here?
correct? I'm sorry? Do you know of an exit?
No, I guess I just haven't tried to leave.
Yes, we are trapped here. Why haven't
Huh.
you tried to leave?
Well, I was. Also, we need to keep our voices down. I was afraid that if I had left the library, that I would not be able to find my way back into the library.
Is there something about the library that you can only do here? I mean,
Well,
besides read the books?
no, but why would you want to do anything else?
I want to go live my life.
Hmm.
I want to see my parents and brother and sister and the few people that I've actually managed to forge a bond with.
That's a fair point. I guess what would you like to know, I'll answer any questions that I can.
I guess your name, who are you, where you're from?
Oh,
Like, I don't know if you remember any of the questions or answers I have questions to.
no, my
I'll put my. I'm gonna put my hand up when Alfred says that. And just go. Shh.
It's like, why are we whispering?
Because this is a library.
what he said.
And
The librarian.
Are they mean?
I don't want to find out. I know that when you make a bit too much noise, just this ethereal shushing sound just echoes through every corridor of this place. And I don't want to meet someone who can do that by breaking the rules. So if that is the only rule I need to follow to be able to stay here and learn, I will.
What have you learned so far?
Wait, what is your name?
Oh, Arlo.
That's the session. Good night.
So my husband is playing my husband on TV. Great.
Well, not the husband of this character. That's that other character.
Well, not this character, but
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Alfred's the only one that knows the significance of that name. Oh no, he
no,
doesn't.
he doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
Lonan only briefly mentioned her family to him.
Yeah, because Alfred didn't never really learn about Lonan. Oh no.
She did mention the name to Alfred, but whether Alfred remembers or not is up to. It was a very brief interaction when we all first met.
Here, I'll roll a D.
Roll a history check.
Roll a D100.
A D history check.
I nearly did actually. Sure.
It sounds vaguely familiar. Can't quite place it.
Just looks at him with a questioning, quizzical expression.
Something wrong?
Well, I mean, I guess names are common. People can share names. I feel like I've not that I know you, but I feel like I've heard your name before.
Oh. Isn't that quite the happenstance?
I don't know where. But that's not important right now, I guess. How did you end up here? What was the last thing you remember from? What year was it? Or time, month, day was it?
Specific dates would be pretty fuzzy.
How long have I been here? Well, I've been in the library for a number of weeks now, and prior to that, I was out in the main tavern for God knows how long. I don't really know how long I've been here.
Interesting. Do you remember where you're from?
I mean, originally, or
I guess either.
hmm.
Where you were living, I guess, or
Oh, I've lived in Moon Eye for a number of years now.
You know, I don't think that is important as what you have been learning here has been. What is it that you've been trying to learn here?
Give me a stealth,
Oh.
Gilgamesh.
I'm being really quiet. What do you mean?
Show it. Show me.
Oh, dude, I'm like fucking 200 pounds with a big ass tail. Or kilograms. Oh, fuck. Definitely 200 kilograms.
As Gilgamesh interjects this inquiry to what Arlo has learned, you all just hear just kind of like go out in waves, bouncing off the walls, bouncing off the bookcases, filling all of your ears. Very, very loud, but otherworldly, in that it doesn't seem like it's somebody has made this loud sound, but more so that it is loud inside your head.
The Tamerlane's goggles. He pulls his goggles down over his eyes, and he takes an arrow out of his quiver and knocks it. And he's looking around to see if he can't find whatever was making this noise. Is shushing.
Seeing this happen, Atlan is going to kind of look down at Tamerlane and just kind of point a finger, and he's going to attempt to cast Message.
Okay.
He's just, whether it's received or not, he's going to go ahead and try to send it to Tamerlane and go, and your bright idea is to go ahead and shoot the books.
Give me a stealth check, since there's verbal components.
Yeah, have to whisper for it. And that's what we use our inspiration on to re-roll that. Because I'm not about to have us get a second search for that. And ostensibly worse.
Oh no! I thought it was going to be the 15.
Okay. I am also going to note that I'm giving Arlo inspiration for being a wonderful sport on planning this out. With your inspiration burn there, Atlan, that obviously does not go to in your favor. With a 9, you all hear that ethereal just kind of go over you like a wave.
I think the
Bouncing around inside your head for a little bit.
I think the Discord might be filtering out your shushing sounds.
Yeah.
Could be.
Shush.
If you're not hearing them, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
damn,
We
that
know what you're
librarian
going
is even
for.
silencing me.
Mm-hmm.
Tamerlane
Anyway,
just
as you hear this
responds.
hushing sound go, you do get the message. Just
Yeah.
it prompts that cacophony of wave of sound going through your head at the same time you're getting this message.
Tamerlane just gives Atlan a withering look.
Wither.
If you think the books are the ones shushing us, then maybe, yeah, I will shoot them.
Alan will shrug, but he'll keep tight to Tamerlane.
With the second shush, Alfred's going to ready his protector armament.
What's Caradwin's perception?
Caradwin's passive perception is a 19.
Nice.
So as this second wave abates, you being the one that's kind of like off on your lonesome, not engaging in any conversation, you notice that you are picking up just like distant, really low level whispers that you track as being the same type of whispers you've heard when you've been near keys in the past.
She's gonna start like very quietly wandering around until she, as like trying to find like because they get louder if you get closer, so she's gonna just like be wandering around until she
Okay. Also
finds
note,
where it might
Tamerlane,
be.
you do not see anything.
Okay. Tamerlane's gonna start walking, and start coming this way, and just start walking down the aisles of books and such, and just continuing to look, not even caring about the books that much, just trying to see if there's anyone else here.
I don't think I have a stealth check from Tamerlane yet, so give me one of those. As you're
Want me to
hoofing
make
it
one as
around.
well?
Just walking too loudly.
It's a stone floor and clippy clops, so
Hey,
Caradwin's,
that's
like,
nice.
set in
nice. Hey, it's that ranger training. He knows how to keep those
Yeah,
balls a little bit quiet.
he does.
You want me to
Yeah,
make a
you can go
stealth
ahead and
check?
give me one too.
Okay.
Yep. And then I think that would be everybody at this point, other than Arlo. Arlo just knows. Shut up.
Cool.
Do I have to make a? I already made a soul check. Do I have to?
Yeah,
do
you already made
anything
one.
else?
Not yet.
I think I'm also
What's-
gonna
what's
bring my
Carad-
inspiration.
Like, what's Caradwin doing that's so loud?
Being a
Yeah, I was
teenage
gonna say,
girl.
she's
Golly, have you been around them?
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
What's funny is
Inspiration
like
has not
she's
been great.
she's like, I feel like she must trip over something. That has to be it. She's just like trying to.
I'm
listen for the
envisioning
keys that
your
she tripped
staff is hitting the bookcase as you walk. You're walking
yeah.
through, just kind of looking around, trying to. Your focus is on hearing whether the whispers get louder, and your staff is just like clocking against books as you go past, and just like a little bit of a clop. It's not terribly loud,
Mhm.
but then eventually you hit one that is a little bit on the louder end, and you hear that hush wave go across again, and Caradwin, you catch sight of something straight ahead down the row of books. There's just this little aisle of books up ahead, but beyond that, see a very strange figure emerge from the right. Kind of looks like it's semi-feminine form. Humanoid, but large, not typical size of a humanoid. And probably the biggest thing standing out that, similar to Atlan, it is floating about 10 feet up off the ground. And it's just like it's floating side to side, going from right to left. And then just as it gets right lined up with that aisle, just kind of what you presume is the head turns your way. You see these two glowing purple orbs that just stare straight at you.
Everyone's just gonna give a tiny little wave.
And it leans forward towards you, like its whole body just like tilting. Finger comes up to the mouth, and you all get that wave of hush going across, hitting all of you. As Curtin, as that end of that hush wave goes, and where you're expecting your hearing to go back to picking up that sound of the whispers, instead it just kind of turns to a little bit of a static, and it gets louder and louder in your mind to the point where it's just ear splitting. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Great.
Woo,
Nice.
baby!
There, all those bad rolls had to be burned for something, right?
A karmic debt.
That static goes in your mind.
Mhm.
Just get this little trickle of blood. You just feel a little bit of sensation of something on your earlobe. Find this little trickle of blood as you take 5 points of psychic damage.
Oh, go ahead.
And I suppose at that point, Caradwin, I think you've initiated initiative for everybody.
Ooh.
That was so fast.
We got no
Can't take them
actions
teenage
there.
girls nowhere.
Like we did nothing before we all just had to immediately fail 3 stealth checks.
Every single like action just cascaded into an absolute failure.
All right.
Oh, you guys have done it now.
We show up, do nothing, disturb this guy's peace, get murdered, ? Profit.
Hey, Arlo doesn't know anything is going down yet. Ooh.
Wild.
Ooh.
None of us know that
mid,
anything's
no!
going down
20,
yet.
no!
Wild.
It is wild.
We're really all over the place today.
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I hope this thing doesn't have reflect magic, or one of y'all is getting outright killed here.
I don't think
Alfred,
you need the first part
over
of that
to
sentence.
you. Alfred, with your 24. You're still in the midst of your conversation with Arlo. You've gotten this third shush, but you don't know that anything's been triggered at this point. The only one that has had anything happen to them is Caradwin. But it's your turn, Alfred.
Right. Well, I guess Alfred is still in the middle of his conversation. He is going to ask Arlo what he's learned here so far. Like, in the 6 seconds, he is going to ask. So what have you been reading all this time? Like, what's been the main focus, I guess? And that'll be his turn. I don't know we're fighting yet.
All right. Gilgamesh.
I don't know we're fighting.
Nope.
Have the whispers gotten any louder than previously?
You have Caradwin was the one that picked up on the whispers. Nobody else has picked up on the whispers yet.
Well,
You're
then
still
I will,
within earshot of the out loud conversation going on.
Then
Did you mean the
I'll
shushing?
tell him. Yeah, the shushing. I'll shush Alfred again, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, we'll say that Gilgamesh shushing Alfred gives Alfred advantage on his next stealth check. It's the help action to shushing.
Exactly.
All right. Atlin.
Yeah, how tall are these bookshelves?
10 foot.
Okay, so he's already skirting it like the height of it. And there is a second floor to this library, right?
Correct.
Like from the sides? Okay,
All the wood portions you can see are all actually elevated up above.
cool. Yeah, then Atlan will go ahead and diagonal flight path just to go ahead and get to the edge of here. And kind of fly up over.
Okay,
the
so
railing.
going up over the shelf would put you in a position you get a good view of all the rest of your compatriots
Yeah.
from each side.
And as he's
Up and over the railing, and
doing that, he's going to go ahead and look down at Tamerlane and just point again and go, I think I'm probably just going to observation deck it up here. And that'll be his turn.
is that another message or is that a
It's another
quick
message.
just word out loud? Okay,
No, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
roll again.
It has to be better. And it is.
I mean, it didn't have to be.
Stop! Stop!
Mathematically
All
speaking.
right, 14. You guys do not get the hush through your heads, and that'll take us to Caradwin.
Caradwin is just like standing there looking at this very tall, very scary lady. And she's
I can
just
share
gonna...
her picture, by the way.
Yes.
Please.
Full picture.
The librarian was like a paper monster.
Yes, correct.
Do you not see that that's a paper
Oh.
monster?
That is a paper monster.
Oh, I was a little bit more
Wait,
abstract or esoteric, but
Paper creature.
She's been rebuilt in the time since we burned her down twice.
oh, okay.
Mm.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
This is
Paper
version
cuts aren't
2.0.
with it.
I got a room back in the tavern.
Gilgamesh is dying.
Here-
Don't believe those
Caradwin
curves.
is-
They're all binding.
Caradwin's gonna take her staff and is like kind of like holding it close just because she's realized that was the thing making the noise. and she's just gonna give another little wave and like slowly back away. She's like,
What
"I
is your
don't
intent
wanna-"
with the wave?
It's just like a hi, I acknowledge that you're here. I'm not trying to do anything.
Okay, give me a persuasion check with your wave.
Okay.
It's a I'm sorry.
I don't know what
I'm
I'm
not supposed to be
doing.
here today.
Sorry?
It's a very persuasive wave.
Vanna White.
She looks at this like barefoot teenage druid in her library and is like, "Oh, this poor girl is lost." And Carradin's just gonna like slowly start backing up, kind of trying to go back towards the others.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
I will
move.
remind all of you that ate the food, you are on the disadvantage wisdom saves. I didn't enforce it on the nat 20. It was too good to have the nat 20. We'll let you have it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. I thought it would
forgot about
automatically have
last
done
year,
it.
so it's
Oh, yeah,
supposed to,
yeah,
but
did
it's
it-
not for some reason.
Yeah. I think she'll get 35. So she'll go like right here.
And Arlo would be in the same camp. Which means I need a D6 roll from you. See what's your perk.
Five.
Imagine he gets the five.
Five.
Honestly,
Wait,
it
you
would
said a
make so
D20
much
roll?
sense. A D6.
Oh, D6 roll.
I'm fiving it.
We believe in you.
You have to. Oh, there you go.
Not quite. Constitution.
Constitution. Which I think is we've hit 5 for 5, everybody getting a different one.
That means everybody gets the 5.
Good one.
Which means that Gilgamesh would have got the wisdom one. It would have all balanced out, and he'd end up exactly where he's at.
I have stronger will than that. Would have put myself in a position to begin with.
Caradwin backs away. Tamerlane.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys all getting the little thing at the top of the screen now with turn changes
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
different. It's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tamerlane. I think Tamerlane's just going to continue this way. He's still looking around for anything unusual.
Oh, you'll find it soon enough.
Or you won't.
I think it's 5 more feet. I don't know. Maybe he'll like take a random book off the shelf and just see what's there.
All right, roll me a d20.
Action search.
Action search.
We got 19. How good is Tamerlane's reading?
His writing is definitely not great. Really bad handwriting. His reading's kind of mid to okay.
Okay. What languages did you state earlier?
Celestial, Aquan, Elven, and Dwarvish.
Okay. It's tough to follow. It's not written in a language that you know. but there's some certain similarities that at different points you can pick up little things, and there's some illustrations, which helps out. Always nice when there's pictures. That
Oh, yeah.
there are some drawn descriptions of what appear to be some form of construct or a golem, metallic, best you can tell. And from the couple words and things that you can pick up on is that this is some sort of treatise on what they are, where they came from, how they're made.
Pulls it, puts it away. Well, this isn't very useful.
Fair answer.
One man's trash.
Yep.
All right. Anything else from Tamerlane?
No, I mean, guys, just like passive percepting it up and seeing if he hears or notices anything else, any movement, any other weird noises or anything. He's more like just kind of more idly flipping through, so he looks a little bit more casual while he's trying to still figure out what's going on.
Right. All right. That puts us to Arlo back in the conversation with Alfred, if we remember what Alfred said.
Oh, Tamerlane should
I'd
respond
ask-
to Tamerlane should have responded to Atlan too. He would just say, "I'm going to look over here."
Yeah, so in response to what Alfred said, Arlo's just gonna give a big, like...
Alrighty then.
Any further
Like, you
activity
heard
from
the shush
Arlo, or
3
just
times.
all the charades?
All the charades. Like, if you want a translation, no, you heard the shush 3 times. Be quiet.
Well, thankfully,
And that'll be my
Alfred's
turn.
at the top of the order, so Alfred's next. We don't have to try and remember.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
round one up
Ooh.
front. What's up with that?
Bro, what is this? Feed the Beast? Golly, with all these
I
pop-ups.
feel like I'm playing Punch Out.
All right, Alfred. We're in social combat here with Arlo, I guess.
Social
Round 1,
combat.
round 2.
Looking around, is there any instrument by which you can write with? Any writing utensil?
Give me a perception check. Don't see any.
Well, upon having no ability to communicate, verbally or otherwise, Alfred will respond to Arlo just by going, just like nodding his head slowly. He'll mimic the shushing to show that he understands. And then he'll just sort of like shrug his shoulders, and then he'll start walking towards like one of the bookshelves to begin seeing what he can find himself. My own
As
action
you-
searched.
Reach into the silence that holds. You start to pick up that sound of just the very, very low whispers, which grow louder the closer you get to the bookshelves.
2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't really have that much more movement, so at this turn I will just like look for a book. But I will note mentally that whispers are about.
And you find lots of books. They are not hard to find.
Right. I pull one out. Does it have any sort of can I read it?
It's not written in a language that you know. You are much similar to what Tamerlane found, that you can pick up pieces here and there that kind of chime in as being, well, that kind of looks like Celestial, but it's not quite. You really can't make heads or tails, even with your intelligence level, trying to figure out what this is. You know what? I'll let you do an investigation check to see whether you get what you get out of it. I gave Tamerlane the freebie, but we'll make you roll.
I'm happy to roll.
Yeah, roll dice playing D&D. What's up with that?
Especially
21?
when you roll
Okay.
so well.
Nice.
Best you can tell from the limited, there's a few illustrations in here. It kind of seems to be written almost like a fiction book. And some strange illustrations. Like there's one of this individual who's just like sitting crisscross with a bowl in front of him, but then there's like waves coming up that kind of almost look ghostly. And he's like spooning the ghostly images out of the air into his mouth. You put together little bits and pieces. The guy's name is Vlad. Or at least that name comes up more often than any others. That there's some reference to, you pick up Forest and Citadel. It's not very coherent, and just having so many missing pieces, you really can't make heads or tails of it on the fly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alfred will shelve the book in favor of later on something else.
Where's the Kiesel when you need him? All right, give me a stealth check.
I guess. Do I still have advantage from being shushed? Or was that
Give
a
me
joke?
advantage. No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna. It's no longer Gilgamesh gave it to you. I'm gonna give it to Arlo. Was like very clear with the charades over there that this was be quiet.
I got a double advantage.
Double advantage. Oh,
Oh, we're 20 fishing.
Silent as can be. Gilgamesh.
I've been in a library once or twice.
Probably more so than a lot of these folks.
Actually, yes.
People are moving around. That's getting a little weird. I'm gonna take my spell book and toss it up and use my 6th level scribes thing. I'm going to manifest mine with the spell book to turn it into a little guy, a tiny spectral green hovering object that it can hear and see. It's got dark vision range within 60 feet, and it telepathically shares what it sees and hears. No action required. So if I were to toss him up in the air like a little like gadget, do I see like a rat or anything?
I mean, it depends on what you see as a threat, but do you see
I don't know, like a Like a
large
big lady made out of paper. Yeah.
construct of a thing with glowing purple eyes moving down one of the aisles beyond. Like head and upper torso peeking out above the bookshelf. Yeah, you do. Doesn't seem menacing.
But that it's
Other
there
than
and that it's like watching us.
strange. Well, it's not watching in your direction at this point. Maybe watching Caradwin?
Then I am going to tell because all these guys sees that I pull up my book and go whoosh, and then it turns into like a ghost, and then no noise made. I just want to look at them. Something is watching Caradwin. I say in a very hushed tone. Mystery Yites.
Give me a stealth.
Oh, come on, man. I got that big tail.
You throw a book in the air. As your book unfurls a little bit before turning into this little sensor in the air, get a little bit of flutter of paper that like Arlo and Alfred and Caradwin would all have the immediate reaction of hearing the sound before hearing the hush sound like go through. And Atlan, you'd be in that same camp. You're right there on the edge. Tamerlane, you just get the hush sound and you have no idea what happened. Was it you? Was it somebody else? Just suddenly get that hush sound in your head.
It wasn't me.
Teacher yells at the class. I know. I was on those behavior.
Anything else from Gilgamesh?
Nope. Other than kind of scouting and sharing information.
Okay. Atlan, you would also see this being that's kind of just like, as you've been scanning the room, you know what? Give me a perception. We like to roll dice. Yes, you see the same being that Ernie's sensor is picking up. Gilgamesh's sensor is picking up. See across the room, just this glowing purple-eyed thing floating above one of the bookcases, far side of the room. Again, not making any sort of menacing action or actually moving in any like large amount of like. There's like a slow waver of the hover, but that's about all the movement you're seeing out of it.
Yeah. Atlan will go ahead and kind of like frown slightly before going ahead and taking out his lupo. And he's just going to go ahead and kind of look over the edge, and he's going to try to like hold it out like a ruler almost to kind of compare how many of these people that he can get. But he's going to go ahead and cast Silence.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius, so I think I should be able to go ahead and hit 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I should be able to go ahead and do 5, 10. It should be something kind of like that.
3.
Yeah. So get Arlo, Alfred, and Gilgamesh all encapsulated in it.
Yeah, you can hit that.
There's a verbal component, so I already know. I will roll.
Dude,
Oh no!
get some combat going. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a nat 1. Ooh.
Yep.
Poor Arlo. We just
Going
come in and
in-
we just wreck his day.
What if
What up?
he could die here? he could die here.
Don't tempt it.
Atlan, as you go to recite the words of your spells, like, you haven't done this one in a while. it's like you go and you say the wrong one, and it's like there's that fuck moment of, and that last word comes out just a little bit louder than you were intending. As you correct yourself, get the last word of the spell out. The spell takes effect, but immediately everybody else hears the hush sound. The three inside the silent spell do not.
Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Atlan.
So Atlan, Caradwin, Tamerlane all get the hush.
Alan just
Before
shakes his head.
Caradwin, I need another wisdom save.
He's gonna put his hands up, guilty as charged, before he just kind of floats down and descends into the spell, so that he can also silence himself.
Sorry, did you hear? I need a wisdom save from Caradwin.
Gotcha. Disadvantage.
Pretty good.
18.
18's pretty good.
So that was it's entirely on the +9.
18 is enough that get that little trickle of blood that you've likely just kind of like smeared away from your ear at this point. Picks up a little bit again. You just feel that one droplet going down as you take half damage from the static in your head. Drag the damage in the box and have it. I'm taking 7 psychic damage.
Jeez.
And anything else from Atlan?
Nope. He just dejectedly floats down near Alfred.
I'll take us back to Caradwin. Continuing to get these nice earaches.
Caradwin will kind of press her hand to her ear again and almost sort of stumble. But she's gonna continue to head directly in. I don't think she knows that the area has been silenced, but she's just was headed in this direction anyway. And just goes and stands next to this guy who she doesn't know who the fuck this guy is. And just kind of is puts her hand above her head and makes a really angry face and then just points in the direction of where she saw the librarian with her staff.
Alright. Tamerlane, the only one not silenced.
Only one who doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Well, to be fair, most of them don't know what's going on.
That's fair.
Do we ever?
It's 50% at this point. I guess Arlo, Alfred, Tamerlane are still not in the know.
I guess questions being, can I make a perception check and take a look at another book? Do both of those during my turn?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Just a general, I keep hearing these shushes. Where are they coming from? And then see if you can just take another random book.
Okay.
Pick up a book. Look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, that's how it went.
All right. On the book end, give me an investigation. I think that's what I had you do, right? Alfred?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not great at reading, so hopefully this one also has some pictures.
Woo! Look at that 18.
Hmm.
All right, with an 18, it's written in the same language as the last book you look at. So there's some troubles with trying to read through it. Thankfully, there's a nice illustration in the opening page that shows an individual that is like laying on some rocks, like on a rocky beach, and there's a harpy floating up above, or a siren that is holding a lyre, and there's music notes coming off of it. And the individual, the facial appearance on there, the facial features show that this person is clearly like enthralled by the song. Some words you pick up throughout it. There's some things about traveling through mountains you can pick up. A couple words that kind of suggest there's maybe some romantic elements to this story. And seems to end with a happily ever after type ending to it. Seems like a really nice, fun fiction book.
Yeah, Tamerlane will just quietly slide it into his saddlebag. Seems more useful than the thing on these like metal things.
The metal one had more pictures in it, though. I'm just saying. All right. Anything else, Tamerlane? You said you want to do a perception check.
Yeah. Like doing some looking around, but honestly mostly listening, see if you can hear any other movement or figure out what's going on.
With a 25, so that's a really nice roll. You pick up you can't quite place it. It doesn't seem like it's coming from back where the rest of the party was, but there's some fluttering of paper on the air, very, very light. And as you kind of try and keen your senses over in that same direction, you pick up just a little bit of some wisps of paper that are paper-like structures that are kind of floating above one of the far bookcases. Over near where you can kind of pick out the staircase that's at the far side of the room from where you're at.
So question, what's the this staircase here? Where's my ping? So this staircase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool, thanks. Yeah, that's all Tamerlane's doing.
All right. Back to Arlo.
Arlo is just kind of staring at Caradwin, making the charades also, and looking back in the direction that she's pointing. I can't see anything yet, so I'm just gonna look back at her and shrug. That's it. That's all I've got. I still have no idea what's happening.
Unworried.
All right. Put us back to Alfred. Over at the bookcase. Atlan has now come down. Honestly, I would say with you being up against the bookcase and now being under the effects of silence, you don't know that Atlan's behind you. You can give me a perception with disadvantage to see whether you notice, I guess, air movement.
What's it called? When I get surprised and yell out and
the good thing is you're safe from that because you're in a silence spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the 7, you don't notice him being at your back at all. So, at the bookcase,
You're right, because
don't know what's going on.
I already have my nose in another book. And that book is...
On.
That book is another book in the same language that you can only make out pieces. Unfortunately, no illustrations in this one. Give me an investigation.
I wonder if they're grouped by language.
15. Probably the biggest word that you take out of it that really stands out is the word use of the word simulacrum.
Oh.
It again tends to you tend to pick it up as being something in the vein of this is some sort of a tale, a story. It doesn't appear to be any sort of like a reference, nonfiction type content. But yeah, there's not a whole lot else that really stands out as being things that are really easy for you to discern, not knowing the actual language that you're reading. I'll give you one other word. Artificer.
I can recognize myself. Real recognize real.
I think that's a fair one that you should have that one too. So,
unfortunately, being illiterate is a very big handicap. Even if it is something.
Wait, we're not
possibly me.
We're not in Torsland.
Okay, what a dig.
Oof.
Diesel
Think
makes a
about
rare appearance.
Alfred's gonna put this Artificer book back, and I guess he'll start walking around the corner to like see some of the other bookshelves. Can't see where.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll walk over here.
So a strange thing with the silence spell is that the whispers were still there, despite the silence. The hush wasn't, which you don't know that there's an absence of a hush because you don't know the hush actually happened. But you haven't heard anything except for the whispers continue.
Am I getting closer to the whispers?
You are. But they're not very loud yet.
Okay. Well, that's my turn. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
All right. Back to Gilgamesh.
Well, since talking is a big no-no, I'm going to walk right here. I want to pick out a book. Any book. I just want to flip through them. I see people flipping through books. I'm getting a little jealous. I'm the book guy. It's literally my thing.
What languages do you have?
Yeah, besides all of them, just to name a few, Common, Celestial, Deep Speech, Draconic, Elvish, Goblin, and Halfling.
Okay.
If you pull anything in Spanish, I will be a little upset.
I think Spanish is pretty common.
Not around these parts, partner.
23. It's not written in a language that you know, but you can make out a few words as being possibly things that you know. Yeah, that's a very foreign concept to Gilgamesh that it's a language you don't know. But
with a 23, I picked the one book in Spanish.
You can pick up. Pick up a few references to repetition on maybe what you would think would be the word mage, and a lot of references to fear and nightmares.
Dude, it's just like the first episode of JJK explaining the rules. It's like mage, simulacrum, fear, nightmares. It's like we're getting all like the points across on the culling game rules. Artificer, nightmares, simulacrum. All right, now that I've done memeing, you said I could bring out the words mage, nightmares, fear.
Yes.
I think I fear right now is this freaking 10.
Is there anything else from Gilgamesh?
Can I use my bonus action to pick up another book, or?
Actually, you know what? Gilgamesh, I do need a stealth check because you did leave the bubble of silence.
Oh no! Clomp, 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 clomp. Oh no!
Do you need a stealth check from me?
No, because your book was while you were still in the bubble.
Oh, okay. Next turn, I am in danger.
Damn.
Damn.
As you go and you pick up your book and you're flipping through it, and it's a little bit of frustration. Just kind of like heavily flip the pages a little bit because it's gibberish. It's not written in any sort of intelligent language. I know all the intelligent languages. And it's almost like the blood pressure is like building in the back of your spine, like going up into your head, and just like the frustration turns into static in your mind. And I need a wisdom save from the only guy who doesn't have disadvantage on it.
Hey,
Nice,
yo!
nice.
Amen.
As you're going and you're flipping through this book, just like, don't know what causes it, but suddenly you just feel like a little bit of a welling of fluid in your ear hole.
Not the ear hole.
Hey, because I don't have ears. I'm a lizard. Oh, like needles.
You take 7 points of psychic damage. Alan.
Yeah, Alan is in the sphere. He's gonna go ahead and come over. Look, did Alfred take the book with him?
No, he put it back.
Okay, he's gonna go for the book that was right next to the one Alfred took.
Oh, it's always
Just
good.
to
choice.
the left of it.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Okie doke.
It's the next book in the series.
Yeah, honestly. It's
It has the
11.
next word in the alphabet. Oof, with an 11, it is just pure gibberish. You cannot make out anything. Don't know what any of these words are. There's some proper names in it. I mean, they're capitalized. I don't know whether they're like... Are they names? Are they words that for some reason are capitalized? But I'll give you those just because they do stand out on the page. As you flip through, you read the name or the word Nestor, capital Nestor. Malgora, capital Malgora. Orliana, capital Orlianna. And most importantly of all, Dreamer with a capital D.
Alan's gonna give a very, very theatrical sigh just because he knows that he's in the silence. So that he's going to trudge himself over and he's gonna pull out the chair to the desk right next to him in a way that he knows it would scrape the floor. But once again, because it's silenced, he is being so reckless with everything that he's doing. And he will plop his butt in the chair and just start trying to read it as he flips the book upside down because he feels like he's been reading it wrong this whole time.
Okay. As Atlan takes a seat, settles in for some hard study here, you're in complete silence. There isn't anything to alert you to anything on the outside, but Gilgamesh and Tamerlane, Gilgamesh giving a quick look to see what's going on, why am I bleeding in my ear? Tamerlane, who's already been clocking in this direction. And you know what? Gilgamesh and Alfred give me perceptions. Tamerlane's good. Solid. Not so much.
Not so solid.
Alfred, you just continue looking through books. But Gilgamesh, you kind of just crane your neck a little bit to the sound of some fluttering paper behind you as the paper entity rises up over the bookcases and is heading straight towards Gilgamesh. Tamerlane and Gilgamesh both getting a full eyeful on this. Caradwen, you see through, you're in this cone of silence, but you can see it because your back is to the wall over there.
Yeah.
Arlo is looking over at you and trying to convey through charades, doesn't know what's going on. Atlan's deep in his book, doesn't know what's going on, and Alfred is oblivious on the other side of the cone, or other side of the silence spell. I'll give each one of you that did notice this, so Caradwen, Gilgamesh, and Tamerlane, an opportunity to react. Take a reaction if you have one that you can do. Otherwise, just to react, what do you do in response to this thing moving towards Gilgamesh?
What? I get to react. I get to... What is my reaction?
Yeah.
I don't know if he has any reactions.
I mean, Caradwen, the only reaction she would be is like to Arlo, just like pointing in the direction of the paper lady and alerting him more directly.
What's Arlo's reaction? You can join in the reaction group here.
I mean, if since I was like looking at Caradwen and trying to figure out what they were talking about, if they're reacting to something behind me, I'll turn around, it's frozen in place, like deer in the headlight style.
If I'm taking a reaction, if I were to burn some meta magic for quicken spell, can I cast a spell as my reaction?
No.
What if I asked her really nicely in front of all these people? I don't want to be on the receiving end of this, mainly because of the paper cuts. Can I try to oh boy, can I Arcana my way out of this? Can I like athletics, acrobatics, or just like strength, dex check my way out so I'm not like this thing isn't like gonna hit me?
We'll put it this way. This is, you're all getting like a free reaction here. So this isn't like a full user reaction thing unless you had something prepared. It's just a matter of how do you react to this being come in close. Nothing's actually like happening to you.
Okay.
You already
I've only
took
been
the
worried
shot.
about it. Yeah, I'm only being wormy about it because I don't think I have actually any reactions.
No, I don't think.
Well,
Yeah,
so
I
You
don't
already
have
done,
any
just
either.
kind of
it
like,
already took its shot when you broke the
yeah.
stealth. So there isn't like an attack incoming at this point. All right, so I think we've heard from everybody but Tamerlane.
Tamerlane is just glad to know where the threat is. He kind of clocked it. He's like, okay, cool. I know what to shoot at now. Um, could his reaction be like a quick step to the side and like duck in, bow ready, just like a quick step back right behind the bookcase and have his bow ready, be ready to start firing. If not, it's
I
fine.
would say probably not any movement, but
Okay.
to have your weapon readied, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. As this being goes up over the bookcases, floating down, hovering within 10 feet of Gilgamesh, these spindly paper fingers sticking out from paper arms, reaching out, eyes glowing purple, staring at Gilgamesh as Gilgamesh looks up into the headlights. That's where we're going to stop for this week, as we will be in full combat when we come back.
That's fair.
So that is where we will start next week. And yeah, we'll fight the librarian for the first time in like 4 years or something like that. I think it's close to that.
Oh yeah.
It's so scary.
Are you sure we can't do some of that combat like right now?
One of our
I'm not gonna be
party
here next-
has a commitment that they need to go.
Ooh. Be the second librarian fight I will not be here for. Good luck, everybody.
Aww.
Rest in peace.
No, he's not dying. I made a comment that he was dying earlier, but he's not dying.
No.
So okay. What would you like your character to do in this combat situation?
And who do you want to run him?
Whoever has the wizardly intuition can be the one to do that. If you live in Orlando and you've been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, that gives you like a leg up. Just remember, I have Disintegrate, and my Awakened Spellbook allows me to swap damage. So if this thing ends up having like a fire weakness, then you can swap Disintegrate's force damage into fire for hopefully extra or double or whatever. Everything else has been prepared, so you can just kind of take a look at my prepared spell list. I do not have Fireball, but I do have Counterspell, Lightning Bolt, Banishment, Dimension Door, Wall of Fire, Summon Dragon, Disintegrate. So do with that information is what you will. And good luck. And if I come back and my character died, yeah, well, them's the breaks.
Alright, we're running Gilgamesh straight in.
That is where we will wrap things up for VOD for this week. So we will kick over to our post-game stuff. But thanks for everybody that's been tuning in on VOD. If you're tuning in on VOD, come watch live. You get to interact. You could do some things to potentially bail out some saves or negate some saves if you so choose. Don't be mean, but you can. Yeah, so come watch live. We'll be back next week. Most of us, anyway. And bye, VOD viewers.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.